On this week's episode of Millennials on the Move, we meet a woman who didn't just chase her dreams, she danced towards them. Meet Sharon, a ballerina by profession, by love, and by divine calling.
Okay, my name is Sharon, aka Shalita Ballerina, and I am a dancer, a ballet dancer, and also a ballet teacher. Yes, I teach ballet and contemporary.
For Sharon, ballet was never just an after-school hobby. It was freedom, it was breath, it was the one place where her heart felt heard.
I started ballet around 4 years ago now. Yeah, it's been actually 4 years ago. Yes, and I've been doing it since. Yeah, before that, I was more into like telecommunication engineering and stuff, TV and all that. But then something just happened and changed my view. I think it was in 2019. Yes, and during that time, I was really into TV and engineering. But then I met a friend. So I met this friend, and he had really changed. So it was like a totally different person, and he was dancing then. So I met him, and I'm like, wow, you look different. What are you doing now? And he says he does dance. And it's just something clicked in me, and I'm like, can I try it out? Yeah, he was like, oh, you can come. So I go to Sarakasi. I was at Sarakasi at the moment, and I started dancing, and I actually did love it. But I wasn't prepared to do it like full-time or professionally, because of course I had my own career then. So I was like, let me just go do this for fun. But then COVID happened. So when COVID happened, I'm like, wait, I have all this time. I mean, I could do something with my life. Let me just go do some dancing at the studio and some acrobatics. So I was doing a lot of acrobatics then. So let me just do some dancing, some acrobatics. And then after COVID, I just stick with it. And I stayed. I was like, I actually can make something out of this.
Ballet had always been more than a hobby. It was the language she spoke when words failed, the place where she felt most like herself. Choosing dance meant choosing uncertainty.
50% of my time on earth is about dance. So I wake up in the morning, prepare. We have like morning classes where I join Pilates classes, I join adult ballet classes. That is like a Pilates class is around 1 hour, and then an adult class is also 1 hour. So basically 2 hours of just Pilates and dancing. That's like typically almost every day, because it's like 3 days a week. But then the days that I don't do that, I just wake up and do some little workout at home, stretches, and just it. Then after that, I would sometimes go to schools to teach. So I teach students mostly in international schools. Yes, so we teach them ballet because our system is still not so progressive in terms of that. But then international schools are really open to that. So we go to schools, we teach, and then after that, mostly teaching takes at most 4 hours. So it could be an hour or like 3 hours of just teaching different students, different levels. And then after that, I come to the studio. So that's when now I do the real dancing, where I dance and for maybe 4 hours, like evening until 8 at night. Then I go home and do the rest. Yeah, that's my dance life. Pilates is just a form of like an exercising. So just like maybe you can go for weight training. So there's Pilates, reformer Pilates, and then there's also like floor bar, such kind of things. So it's just a way of training your muscles. mostly for strength and flexibility. So it doesn't have to be like something very extraordinary. Yes, and it's just for training extra strength and flexibility. That's basically it, yeah. I think I love everything. I mean, who earns from doing what they love? Like making my hobby my source of income. That was like I think that's why I loved dancing so much, because I was like, wait, I can have fun while working. Every day is a fun moment, you see? Oof, every day is a fun moment for me.
Behind the grace was grit. Behind the spotlight was struggle. Growing up, Sharon faced harsh treatment from the very people who are meant to protect her dreams.
Who, just like any African person, I know our parents are not so supportive, and it was also as much for me as anybody else, but I think mine was a little more, because imagine, they've taken me to school, I have a whole diploma, like I'm an engineering student, no, actually graduate, and then I just out of nowhere be like, I want to dance. And I was starting from the scratch, because I'd never even done a plie in my life. I didn't know anything about ballet 4 years ago. I didn't. And then, so they were like, oof, no. I remember my dad, I was kind of disowned for a moment. Yeah, truth be told, yeah. So not really disowned, but then they were like, if you're doing that, no one is going to support you. So you're on your own. Because I think when I started dancing, I already had like a footing. I had started some engineering jobs. I'd landed some jobs and I was earning. And then I start dancing and I'm dependent again. So imagine how that just could come in front of someone who don't think dance is a thing, and then you're leaving your own career for that. So it was really hard. My family was like, no, we're not supporting you if you're doing this. But then my sister was there for me. She's called Carol. She supported me. I think she's one of the people who really came through for me. And I'm so glad, yeah. I think if she didn't come through, I don't think I would be here right now.
Sharon's story reminds us that passion isn't always convenient, it isn't always understood, and it definitely isn't always supported. But when something is your calling, you move toward it anyway. With courage, with fire, with grace.
Now that I'm older and I've grown in this art and I've experienced some really hard times, I understand, because I remember there was this moment I was asking myself, if my kid came to me and told me they wanted to be a dancer, I would actually hesitate for a moment. Because whatever I went through, I wouldn't want that for my kid. And I understand why parents are so hard on people doing art. But then again, I'm like, if my family had supported me more at that time, I think I would have gotten much far than I am right now. So they've never come to any of my shows still, but I hope to call them one day. Just like, yeah, I think they're coming around. Like, yeah, for the past 1 year, I think they've been coming around and being more, like they're embracive of the change, but I don't think they're still there. But I feel like, yeah, they've really come around and I'm just trying to let it on slowly by slowly, not trying to push everything at the same time and just like, yeah, because they now at least they're excited. Like when my results came, when I did my exams, my dance exams, and I was like, yeah, guys, I passed. And they were like, yeah. So that's something, at least. Yeah. When I was at Sarakasi, and I was doing mostly gymnastics and acrobatics, less dancing, but I was doing more of like African and African contemporary dance. But then, so there was this school that was looking for artists to like perform and stuff. So I auditioned, and by good luck, I got in and I got a scholarship to study ballet. So that's how I started. So when I got the scholarship, I was like, "Yeah, this is what I've been waiting for. I mean, this is it. This is it." Like, I just fell in love with ballet. So when I fell in love with ballet, I was like, shh, I'm going to hold on to this. Whatever someone says, whatever anyone says, I won't care. And I'll prove to people you can actually make something out of dance. Because Kenya, we don't really appreciate dance, which is a very sad thing. And yeah, so I was like, I'm going to make something out of it, and I'm going to prove to everyone that we can get educated dancers, or like, yeah, really professionals in this. Yeah. My biggest highlight was when I got accepted into Royal Academy of Dance, London, to study dance teaching. Yeah, and it's a degree course, so that was like 8. I was like, wait, what? I got in? Wow. Okay, that was like, I think that was 8. Of course, there's some other really, I would say they now seem small, but they were big then, achievements that I've carried myself along with myself over the years. Like, I performed for Denry during their runway last year. I have performed for Permanent Presidential Music Commission since 2019. Yeah. And then I've also done a lot of corporate shows, and yeah, so I've really achieved quite a number of things. Hi guys, you're watching Millennial on the Move. We're going on a short break. Do not touch a button. See you. This is Millennial on the Move, and you're with me, Sharon, aka Shalita Ballerina. Guys, I'm still full of energy. I've been dancing throughout the episode for you guys, and I hope you've enjoyed. I hope you've learned so much, and you've learned a lot about me. So, yeah. My biggest lesson in life would be to trust yourself, but also be ready to ask for help and free to be helped, because there are just some people brought into this world to help you achieve your goals. So don't be so rigid. As much as we always say, oh, you know what's right for you, you actually don't know everything that is right for you. Sometimes God uses other people to help you navigate through life. So just be open and let others hold your hands, because I believe together we're stronger and we can achieve so much more. I am an achiever, and I believe my always mantra is believe, achieve. Actually, that's it. Every time I wake up in the morning and something clicks in me and I think of maybe, I'm going to do this or that, then I'll just tell myself, if you believe it, you can achieve it. I am a dreamer, like a very big dreamer, but I'm also a very logical person. So in 5 years' time, first of all, I shall have completed my degree in dance teaching. So I know that will be an achievement already. So I shall have done a lot of things. And in 10 years, I know I'm going to have my own place. It doesn't have to be like a dance studio, but I know it's going to be a place where people can share more about arts, and it's mainly going to be about arts teaching, less of performance. So I'll have like a group of fellow educators who want to learn about dance education, gymnastics, arts, and we can share our journey and our dreams, and also just to give such the skills that I shall have gained, and also all of us together, and just nurture it and pour it on the future generation. Hopefully we can have lots of them then. I think I would have been like into TV or something, or radio, I don't know. Yeah, like just sharing and pouring into people, sharing and just capturing people's journey. I love journey because I love everything about where someone came from to where they are. So I believe with that, I would have just been a presenter or like a commentator, I don't know, just anything that is media based, because that's where I really saw myself over the years until recently, that I'm like, okay, now I can be teacher. Yeah. Everybody has their own journey, so it's not about really going wrong, but most of us want to follow a certain pathway that is set maybe by trends, by the government, by our parents, by different peers, I don't know. So most of us tend to follow these fixed points of like fixed trends, which I feel like it's not only millennials but also Gen Zs and so on. Everybody, we tend to follow certain direction, which I feel like is not the right way. So if we could just be more open-minded and just try to listen to God and the universe more, and just try to embrace how we feel as individuals, rather than what is trending right now, what can we do about that? Yeah, I think we can really do much more than we let on. I would say 99% of people would actually dance. They don't do it for money, because I feel like dance is like the least in the food chain. If this is the food chain of arts, we are like the plants. We are the people who are least recognized, who are least appreciated. So first thing, just expect to be poor. Okay, not poor, but to have less money. To have less money. And then also just expect you will never be really perfect, and you'll never be really appreciated if you don't appreciate yourself. There'll always be someone who doesn't like you, who feel you're too dark, you're too thin, you're too fat, you're too tall, you're too short. Like, you'll never fit the category of being a perfect dancer. But if you have those two things in mind, then you can just navigate, just do you, and things will work out. Oh, free time. Okay. I am very, like, not introverted, but I like staying at home because I'm very active during the day, like all the time I dance. If I don't dance, I'm like, let me just go home, relax my feet because they are hurting, or like my muscles are sore, or like, yeah. So I like staying in. I'm more of like just chill at home, drink some wine, and like read some books and have a chill time. More like read Netflix and chill, not like the Netflix watch one, yeah. And yeah, and also, yeah, I think that's much of my time, and just reading, because I'm still studying anyways. I'm a student, so most of my free time, if I'm not in the studio, if I'm not dancing, I'm just at home reading, or like in a library reading, or like, I don't know. My life is just about books. My younger self, let's say 10-year-old me, I would tell you, you achieved it, you did it, you're here, you're amazing, you worked hard, and you got it. Yeah. So I would just love to tell everyone out there, whether you're young, you're old, you're whatever age you are, whatever race, whatever tribe, whatever, like anybody, you can dance and you can achieve whatever you want to do if you believe in it and you put your mind to it. It's just that simple. Believe, achieve.
Her story isn't about rebellion, it's about conviction. It's proof that when you dance to your own rhythm, no criticism can drown out your music. This is Sharon, a millennial on the move.
You can catch me on my social media handles. So Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. That's Shalita Ballerina. Sha_Lita_Ballerina on all the 3 platforms. That is Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And then, that's it for today, guys. Hope to see you. Hope you had a loving moment with me, and you got to enjoy. So till next time, bye bye.